Made every day of the finest ingredients in health. Now I have a swell surprise now.
We got both of the Bape hoodies right here. I'm pretty sure you guys are not going to tell which one is the real, which one is the fake. This is what I'm here for. The one on the left is real, and the one on the right, it's fake. The first thing I want you guys to see is the WGM. On the fake, the M is very dark. Even the blue, even the red. The colors are not supposed to be that dark, honestly. As you can see, it's a very nice red. It's bright. It's kind of dark, but it's not as dark as that one. You see the G? It's like a sport blue. You see the detail in this M. It has the lines everywhere around the M, and it's pretty skinny. This M looks like an E when I used to write graffiti. That's not how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to be pretty skinny and not so small like that. And the purple is supposed to be a little brighter than this. This looks like a grape purple. If you was to see it in my point of view, it looks like a grape purple here. Here it looks like a brighter purple. On the camera it looks blue. You see the G? This G does not have a lot of detail. As you can see, look at this right here. It looks like it's missing a piece, and it's not as detailed as you would think that it would look when you see this G. See, this G is a perfect G. Everything is very detailed. You see the stitching on it? The stitching looks very different compared to this one, because it's very skinny at the end. As you guys can see, this one has an ear. That's a different type of Bape, so you don't gotta worry about that. But let's focus on this mouth right now. The mouth on this Bape hoodie, it looks good, yeah, but when you compare it, this one goes out more. This one stays in, so be very careful for that, guys. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can tell, but this Bape hoodie right here, the material on this part right here, it's shiny. If you see it in person, it's pretty shiny. I honestly never seen any Bape hoodie with this being shiny, so I guess that's one thing you can look at. When you see this one, it don't really have like a shine. It has more like a cotton look. If you check out my hoodie, it's not shiny at all. It's like more like a cotton patch look. It gives you more like a cotton patch look. It's not really shiny. When you really look at it, it's not shiny at all. So maybe that's one thing you can look at. They say that the black camo has no ape faces on it. So if that's true, then this is obviously not supposed to be there. I guess the stabilizer doesn't like being at a low angle. So yeah, guys, unfortunately, my stabilizer doesn't want to get along with my Rode mic. So I'm gonna have to do this handheld from now on. There's not really much a difference when I see the eyes. The real one has like a oval triangle tip, and then the fake one looks like a teardrop. So be careful for that teardrop. And the eye is supposed to be small. This one is like pretty big, like the outline thing. But yeah, guys, that's just the WGM part. This is why, honestly, I don't have much to say about the WGM, because clearly this world has gone mad with these good replicas. I mainly know the difference myself because of the color. But besides that, like, they got these letters down pack. But, oh, you see, guys, look at this right here. You see this space right here? That's not supposed to be there at all. I just realized this right now. It's not supposed to have that much space. It's literally supposed to be right there next to each other. Like, it's like an arrow. And the arrow is supposed to be like a straightforward arrow, not like this. So be very careful for that, guys. I don't know if you see it, but you see how short this is on the stitching? It's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to go a little bit up. See that? It's supposed to go a little bit inside of the M, even on the top. This one doesn't have it. It's pretty small. And it's very boxy. It's not supposed to be very boxy. It's supposed to have its details, you know, its letters at the end of the day. Okay, guys, so like I was saying earlier, there are very big differences with the difference on colors and shape. So as you can see on the replica, the Tiger A is skinnier and smaller. The green is like a light green. And when you get technical with it, the face is the same, but it's just smaller and they don't curve that much. When you see the original one, it's big, pretty big. It's more like an army green. The orange is like a tiger orange. This is more like a citrusy, like pinkish orange right here. This is like very orange, like very detailed orange. Another thing that I realized is the size tag. You can literally see the size tag from the back of this hoodie. That's not supposed to be like that. The size tag is not even supposed to be that small anyway. Look at the size tag on this one, like you can barely see it. You see that? You can literally barely see it. It's barely noticeable. On this one, it's very noticeable. Like, it has white stitching, and you're not supposed to see stuff like that when you're buying quality hoodies, you know what I'm saying? Like, stitching is key when you're buying stuff. It's just very important. So right now, we're gonna get into details with the size tag. Okay, so clearly, this one is a size medium and this one is a size large. But I wanna show you guys, hold on. I wanna show you guys the difference on these tags, right? So this is the replica tag. As you can see, the ape face, yes, it is yellow, but this is more like an off yellow, like it's like very light. It's not supposed to be that light. And like I said earlier, look at the difference. You see this M right here? You see how it's short, but it's not that short? Always be careful for that. You see this ape face? It's actually yellow, you can see it. It has like this tan yellowish look, like, but it's supposed to be like kind of dark. And you're supposed to see the dots. This has like a certain detail to it that you can actually see. This one, he just looks like a chunky ape. He don't have any detail. The size tag right here is supposed to have like a snake going on in between it, and this one does not have it, unfortunately. It just says L. And then it's supposed to have the ape face, which is okay. But there's supposed to be some space in between that ape face. So you see the space? There's at least like a pinky worth of space in between that ape face right here. The same thing is supposed to be here, but it's not. As you can see, it's very short. So be careful for short tags, because they do have really good tags, but the short ones, they get noticed really quick. Not supposed to be this short. Just always remember that it's all about quality. This one, and that's this one. Put them both together. There you got it. Real tag versus fake tag. Okay, so there's a big difference between both of these tags, obviously, because this Bape and this Bape is two different Bape hoodies. But just ignore this right now and look at this. I want you to detailedly look at this and see, do you find a difference? Well, clearly I find a difference on both of these tags. You see this right here? That's a problem. I feel like you're not supposed to see that. These things are supposed to be detailed and they're supposed to match the stitching on the whole hoodie. And this one is very different. If you look at the details on the real tag, everything is in small letters, very detailed. And like I said earlier, you see that right there? You see this little dot right there? That little dot is a star. On this one, it's just a regular dot. And then it says a bathing ape with a big R. The R is not supposed to be that big. It's supposed to be very small and somewhat slanted. When you see the percentage sign on the 100% cotton, this is like very like obvious. It's a circle. You see what I'm saying? On the real one, the circles are together. They're like literally together. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm gonna B-roll some scenes of the tags so you guys can see the difference. But the percentage is supposed to be very small and like oval type. These are literally circles. These are just plain circles, 100% cotton. So be very careful for that, guys. Because I don't know how to tell by the serial number, because I don't know if they put in like the serial number of a real Bape hoodie. So you gotta be very careful for that 100%. On a fake Bape, you're never gonna see these kind of circles on the 100% cotton. You're just not gonna see that on the percentage. And be careful for the big R. It's supposed to be small. And the www.bape.com is supposed to be very separate, as you guys can see. It's separated a lot. On the fake one, it's pretty close, but the dots are too close to the letter. They're supposed to be in the middle. So be very careful for that, guys. People are mastering these Bape things, but I feel like this one is like just too obvious. It's like very shiny. Like when you see these, it's gold, but it gives it like a yellow tone, not a gold yellow tone. So you gotta be very careful for that. And make sure that it's very detailed with the Bape face. This one is just literally two circles with a dot. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just two circles with a dot. So the wash tag, it feels very like a receipt. It's like very shiny and it's like a receipt. This one, which is the replica one. The real one feels more quality. It feels like you can do anything to it and it's not gonna break. This one feels like all I have to do is just literally peel it. This tag right here is very shiny. It's not supposed to be so shiny. They're supposed to be like waxed. That's what it's supposed to basically be, like waxed paper basically. The YKK is supposed to be very down to the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it. The YKK is to the very bottom of it. On the replica hoodie, it says YKKQ. The real hoodie, it just says YKK, and then it has a number 5 on the top. So as you can see, the two YKKs touch together and the two 5s are very separate. On the replica, this piece right here, these are two regular zippers just next to each other. And on the replica, this is one zipper that has a insert, and this one is inserting into this one. I've never honestly seen that before. And by the way, the 5 is too big on this, and it's not detailed. So look at the zipper on this right here also. It has Bape with a line in between, and this looks like a D kind of. And on the replica one, the Bape is down the middle, but the letters aren't as detailed, and the zipper is kind of like smaller and wider on these, but it does have that D type of look.